Welcome back to the shop, and it is finally that day. That is right, we are finally being able to take the trailer and all of its parts here to start getting worked on. It has been a few weeks. I did end up doing some work for the guy, doing some weed whipping and some tree removal stuff, little brushes and stuff. And so hopefully that will drop my price a little bit. And yeah, so I have to load up the truck right now and get all of this over there because we are going to start working on it today finally. So I guess I better get to it. Alright, so this whole video took place over a month ago, and it actually took me a couple months to actually get it finished with. But I'm working on another project here, but I wanted to make sure that I got this video out for you guys, as well as the next two videos for you guys of me working on the trailer this summer. The first thing I did when I got it over to the shop is we went ahead and flipped it over and got it up on some stands so that I won't have to be kneeling or crouching the whole time while working on it. Then it came time to go ahead and try to remove the original axle. Now to do this, we had to just simply take a ratchet and a driver and just pop them off. But there was one of them that wasn't quite that easy. In fact, as you can see here, I had a lot of trouble trying to get it off of there. It just didn't want to budge. So while I'm sitting there struggling, the owner of the place came up and decided to say, hey, why don't I just take the grinder to it and be done with it? So that's exactly what he did, and let me tell you what, that was probably the easiest thing in the world, especially since I didn't have to grind it off of there. And it came right off after that. The next step was me measuring to figure out where the spring hangers went for the new axle, so that I knew exactly where I needed to clean up and what may need to be raised a little bit or lowered a little bit depending on what metal it was sitting on. I went ahead and cleaned up the back areas where the hangers were gonna be as well. Next came me using a tool that I hadn't ever used before, the plasma cutter. And boy, I tell you what, this thing is really fun. It cut through that metal better than a warm knife through butter. Now what you see me cutting off right now is actually the tabs that were holding the original axle on. I then went ahead and ground down any sharp areas that the plasma torch left, as well as ground down and cleaned up the area that the front hanger was going to be welded to. Now originally I was just going to use the original receiver on the trailer. However, we ended up removing that and doing some other stuff to it that I'm going to show you here in another video. Oh, the sparks are flying right into my hand. If you like this video and you want to follow along on my trailer build, go ahead and make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I'm not sure when I'm going to be putting out these new videos or any of that, because like I said, I do got another project here that I'm currently working on already, And I'm going to try to get them out to you guys as soon as I possibly can. It is getting cold and windy here in the shop, so I'm not going to be able to be out here for that much longer. So I'm really trying to get this last project that was actually supposed to be done last year, so that it'll be done in time for my buddy for winter. And hopefully you guys like this video. This is just one of 3 in the mini series within a series of just finishing and building the actual platform for the trailer, so that I can start working and planning on the actual trailer itself. And really, that's all that I really got to say for now. So I guess until next time, you have a good one. By the way, if you're wondering what that squeaking is, it is the door. It's kind of windy outside today, so yeah, I just kind of got to deal with it and leave it in the video.